Shocking. How to find black diamonds in any riverbed, Carbonado. Stop. Don't kick that black pebble. That's not slag, and it's not coal. It could be the toughest diamond on Earth, Carbonado. Most prospectors walk right past it. Here's what they miss. With a $2 ceramic tile, a $15 pocket scale, and a $3 rare earth magnet, you can test any river rock for the 3 signs of a true black diamond. The streak test exposes fakes. The specific gravity test confirms the real thing. The magnet test, that's the secret most gem hunters never learn. By the end, you'll know how to spot, test, and prove a Carbonado in the wild. No lab, no guesswork. Proof? In 1895, Sergio Borges de Carvalho pulled a 3,167 carat black diamond from the riverbeds of Bahia, Brazil. It was sold for $25,000, nearly $1 million today. That stone, the Sergio, is still the largest diamond ever found, but only if you know what to look for. Miss the tests, and you'll leave a fortune in the mud. You want to know why Antwerp, my home turf, is called the diamond capital? It's not just the clear stones. It's because we know what value looks like when it's covered in mud. Carbonado is the prospector's paradox. The rarest diamond, yet it looks like a lump of burnt charcoal. In the field, it's black, porous, and dull. No sparkle, no crystal faces, just a pitted surface that feels gritty under your thumb. I've seen seasoned miners in Brazil toss them aside, thinking they were worthless. That's the mistake. Here is the science, quick and dirty. Carbonado is a polycrystalline diamond. Billions of micro diamonds fused together with no cleavage planes and no weak spots. That is why it is tougher than any gem diamond you will ever see in bank vaults. Some say it formed in supernovae, picked up hydrogen and nitrogen in space, and landed here on meteorites. Sounds wild, but the isotopes back it up. Now, let's get to the riverbeds. First, what does Carbonado look like in the wild? Forget everything you know about diamonds. No glassy luster, no sharp edges. Carbonado is jet black, sometimes dark gray, always opaque. The surface is rough, pitted, almost like volcanic slag. If you run your finger over it, you'll feel tiny holes, porosity you do not get in regular diamond. It is heavier than it looks. Pick up a piece the size of a grape, and it will surprise you. Dense, cold, with a weight that says, pay attention. Most people mistake it for coal or industrial waste. That's your edge. In the Bahia region of Brazil, in the riverbeds of the Chapada Diamantina, I have watched garimpeiros, local prospectors, sift through gravel, tossing aside black stones that could buy a house. Same story in the Central African Republic, along the Ubangi River. The geology is always the same. Ancient alluvial gravels, river-worn pebbles, no kimberlite pipes in sight. Just secondary deposits, left behind by water and time. Now the streak test. Grab a $2 unglazed ceramic tile from any hardware store or from the bottom of a coffee mug. Drag your black stone across the tile. If it leaves a black or gray streak, it is coal or slag. Carbonado leaves nothing. It is harder than the tile, so it will scratch the surface, not mark it. That is your first filter. Test 2. Specific gravity. You need a $15 pocket scale and a cup of water. Weigh your stone dry, then weigh it suspended in water. Divide the dry weight by the difference. Carbonado comes in at 3.1 to 3.5. Coal, 1.1 to 1.5. Slag, usually under 3.0. If your stone feels heavy for its size and passes this test, you are in business. Test 3, the scratch test. This test is free if you have a piece of glass. Carbonado rates 10 on the Mohs scale, the hardest natural material on Earth. Press the stone firmly against the glass and drag it. If it scratches the glass, you are holding diamond. Coal and slag will not scratch the glass. Test 4. The magnet test. This is the one most people miss. Use a $3 rare earth magnet from any hardware store. Hold it near your stone. Regular diamond is not magnetic. Carbonado sometimes is, just a little, because of tiny metallic inclusions trapped inside. If you feel a faint pull, that is another clue. Slag can be strongly magnetic, but it will fail the other tests. Let us talk locations. Brazil is the motherlode. Bahia State, especially around Lenquá and the Abaete River, is where the giants come from. The Sergio Carbonado, 3,167 carats, found by Sergio Borges de Carvalho in 1895, was pulled from these gravels. It was sold for $25,000, shipped to Paris, then to London, and finally broken up for industrial drills. That stone was so tough that no jeweler could cut it. The second largest, the Carbonado of Bahia, turned up in 1905, 3,078 carats, in the same region and the same fate. Both were used to chew through bedrock, not to sit in a crown. In the Central African Republic, the story is similar. The Ubangi region's alluvial fields have produced carbonado for over a century. Most mining is artisanal, using hand tools, sieves, and sweat. The government regulates it, but enforcement is spotty. Foreigners face legal and security risks, but the geology is right. No major named finds with full provenance from the Central African Republic have made headlines. But the stones are there, and the locals know it. The United States has no confirmed Carbonado finds in public records. Arkansas has alluvial diamonds, but not the black kind. If you hear otherwise, ask for a name, a year, a carat weight, and a sale price. If they cannot give you all four, it is just a story. Why is Carbonado tougher than any diamond you will see in Antwerp? It is the structure. Gem diamonds are single crystals, beautiful but brittle. Hit them just right and they split along cleavage planes. Carbonado has none. Billions of micro-diamonds are all jumbled together, with no straight lines for a crack to follow. That is why the Sergio was worth more to drillers than to jewelers. It could take a beating, grind through granite, and keep going. The science gets stranger. Carbonado's hydrogen and nitrogen isotopes do not match anything from Earth's mantle. They match what you would expect from a hydrogen-rich interstellar cloud. Some samples even have inclusions of metals and carbides you only find in meteorites. The leading theory is that Carbonado formed in a supernova, drifted through space, and landed on Earth as asteroid-sized chunks. That is why you only find it in two places, Brazil and Central Africa, ancient cratons that were once joined. If you want to hold a piece of a dead star, this is it. Let us talk money. Raw Carbonado sells for $200 to $3,000 per carat, depending on size and provenance. Exceptional museum-grade pieces, think hundreds of carats with perfect provenance, can hit $100,000 per carat, but that is rare. Polished Carbonado, the kind you see in high-end jewelry, goes for $1,500 to $5,000 per carat. The Enigma, a 555-carat faceted Carbonado, sold at Sotheby's for $4.3 million in 2022, about $7,700 per carat. Treated or synthetic black diamonds sell for $100 to $300 per carat, and they are not the real deal. Industrial buyers still pay a premium for natural Carbonado. Why? Synthetic polycrystalline diamond is good, but it cannot match the toughness, the porosity, and the weird microstructure of the real thing. For high-impact drilling, where failure means lost time and money, they want the stone that chewed through South American bedrock for a century. The supply is finite, the performance is proven, and the price reflects it. If you want more locations like this, exact coordinates, field guides, and the stones most people overlook, subscribe now. I will show you what Antwerp traders and Brazilian garimpeiros both know. The real value is in what everyone else ignores. Now let us get honest. The ODDs are low. For every 1,000 black pebbles you test, maybe one is Carbonado. Access is tough. Brazil and the Central African Republic both require permits, and the best spots are picked over. Most big stones were found a century ago, before anyone cared. But the geology has not changed. Rivers still cut through the same ancient gravels. If you know what to look for, and you are willing to do the work, the next Sergio could be waiting. Let us get specific. In Bahia, the Chapada Diamantina region is still active. The Abaete and Machado rivers, the gravels around Grau Mogol, these are the places where history was made. In the Central African Republic, the Ubangi fields are the heart of artisanal mining. If you are in the field, look for black pitted stones in river gravels, especially after floods. Use the streak test first to eliminate the obvious fakes. Then check specific gravity. If it is heavy, try the scratch test. If it passes all three, bring out the magnet. If you get a faint pull, you might have something special. Let us talk about the people. Sergio Borges de Carvalho, 1895. He was not a scientist. He was a placer miner working the riverbeds with a pan and a sharp eye. When he found the Sergio, he knew it was different, dense, black, impossible to break. He sold it for $25,000, a fortune at the time. The stone went to Paris, then London, and then into the jaws of industrial drills. No museum, no crown, just a legend. In 1905, another giant, 3.078 carats, turned up in Bahia. No name attached, just a record in the mining books. Both stones are gone now, ground to dust in the service of progress. But their story is still here, in the riverbeds, waiting for someone who knows what to look for. Here is your practical takeaway. If you want to find Carbonado, you need 4 things: a $2 ceramic tile, a $15 pocket scale, a $3 rare earth magnet, and a piece of glass. Test every black stone you find in alluvial gravels. No streak, heavy for its size, scratches glass, slightly magnetic. You might have a black diamond. Do not trust your eyes. Trust the tests. And if you find something big, get it appraised before you tell anyone. The real value is in the proof. Final thought. In Antwerp, we say the best diamond is the one nobody else recognizes. Carbonado is the ultimate test. It hides in plain sight, looks worthless, and rewrites the rules of what a diamond can be. If you are willing to do the work, to test every stone, to trust your hands over your eyes, you are already one step ahead. And that is the truth.